Hi everyone, welcome to today's lesson on probability. So today we're just going to do a little review of probability, which is what you were introduced to yesterday. So remember, there are two types of probability, experimental probability and theoretical probability. Today we're going to be looking at theoretical probability. So remember, theoretical probability can be found by finding the number of favorable outcomes divided by the number of total outcomes. Now we're going to look at some specific examples today concerning theoretical probability, and these are examples dealing with a deck of cards. So I just want to go over a couple things with you if you're not too familiar with a deck of cards. So in a deck of cards, there are a total of 52 cards. Okay, now within that deck, there are what we call four suits. So you have your clubs. Those are all the cards that have what I like to call the little clover on them. We have our hearts. Obviously, these are the ones that have the hearts on them. We have our spades. These kind of look like black upside down heart, I guess you could say. And then our last suit is diamonds. Now, in each of these suits, there are 13 cards. So there's 13 clubs, there's 13 hearts, there's 13 spades, and there's 13 diamonds. So here are all your cards that have numbers on them. These cards over here, the cards that are either jack, queen, or king, we call these our face cards. So if you ever hear somebody referring to face cards, those are going to be your jacks, your queens, or your kings, basically the ones that have the faces on them. Okay, so let's take a look at a couple of these examples. So suppose you pick one card from a deck of cards. Find the theoretical probability, write your answer as a fraction in simplest form. So for our first one, we're looking at the probability of picking a diamond. So remember, you always want to think about, okay, what's my total number of outcomes? So in a deck of cards, there are 52 cards, so that's your total. And then the favorable outcome, the one that we want, is a diamond. So for our diamond cards, there are 13. So our probability would be 13 over 52. Make sure you simplify this, because this fraction does simplify to 1/4. Okay, question 2 says the probability of an 8 or a 10. So if you look at this nice visual of all the cards up here, you can see that I have 4 cards that have the number 8 on them, and I have 4 cards that have the number 10 on them. So there are actually 8 cards that I would be okay with picking. So 8 or a 10, there are 8 cards that have an 8 or a 10 on them. So 8 out of 52. Okay, now that fraction is not simplified. So you want to go ahead and simplify that. You will get 2 13ths. Okay, let's look at question 3, the probability of picking red. So we want a red card. Now there are 2 suits that are red, the diamonds or the hearts. So for the hearts, I have 13 cards. For the diamonds, I have 13 cards. So I have a total of 26 red cards. So it's going to be 26 out of my total, once again, which is 52. Simplify this fraction, you get 1/2. And then question 4, here's that question about the face card. So the probability of picking a face card. So we have a total of 52 cards. Always start with your total. For the face cards, I have 4 jacks, 4 queens, and 4 kings. So I have a total of 12 face cards. Now, once again, you want to make sure that your fraction is in simplest form. So if I convert this to simplest form, I will get 3 13ths.